Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, stranded AFSOC CV-22 Osprey recovered from Norwegian island. Lilium eVTOL achieves full transition. Number of airline transport pilots rising for 2022. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. Stranded AFSOC CV-22 Osprey recovered from Norwegian island. On August 12, 2022, a hard clutch engagement forced a U.S. Air Force Special Operations Command CV-22 Osprey crew to make an emergency landing in a nature preserve on the Norwegian island of Senja. On-site repairs to the downed aircraft were deemed impossible, and Norwegian authorities, citing the delicacy of the Stongodden nature preserve's bucolic terrain, balked at the notion of a conventional salvage operation. Thus began a vexing, eminently 21st century drama that saw the $90 million tilt rotor sit, idle and moldering in deference to mosses, lichens, wandering reindeer, and environmental activists. For 46 days, the Osprey sat in ignominy. The CV-22's dimensions and weight proved preclusive to airlift. Notions of disassembling it were rendered moot by the Osprey's complexity. Norway's best and brightest proposed an alternate scheme: slide the 16-ton behemoth to the sea and hoist it aboard a boat. Norwegian crews were tasked with the building of a ramp and a jetty by which to move the Osprey along and facilitate its retrieval by sea. The plan worked. The Osprey was drained of its fuel, then carefully positioned on subject ramp before workmen slowly hauled it seaward. On Tuesday, September 27th, Norwegian military officials announced the CV-22 had been successfully lifted by crane and loaded safely onto a transport ship. And after the break, first European sale of Subaru Bell 412 EPX helicopter announced.
Aviation Safety Resources is disrupting the market for aircraft emergency parachute recovery systems. ASR systems are smaller, lighter weight, and offer longer repack cycles than similar products available in the current market. ASR has a recovery system available for every type of aircraft: sport, experimental, light sport, general aviation, urban air mobility, vertical takeoff and landing, electric propulsion, and unmanned aerial systems. Find the right product for your aircraft at aviationsafetyresources.com.
Throughout the globe, Piper Aircraft has hand-selected the very best in company representation, service, and support. From first inquiry to acquisition to product support, Piper Aircraft ownership is seamless and worry-free. Piper Aircraft authorized dealers, factory trained, factory connected.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/rusty today for details.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some other interesting stories. First European sale of Subaru Bell 412 EPX helicopter announced. Bell Textron Inc. has announced the signing of a purchase agreement by which two Subaru Bell 412 EPX helicopters will be delivered to the Republic of Croatia's Ministry of Interior. The deal marks the first European purchase of Subaru Bell's 412 EPX. The two helicopters are slated to be delivered in October 2023. Bell Managing Director Duncan Van de Velde states, quote, "The Subaru Bell 412 EPX adds increased payload capabilities to the world-renowned Bell 412 platform, and this agreement continues to expand its reputation," end quote. China Airlines finalizes Boeing 787 Dreamliner order. Boeing and China Airlines, the state-owned flag carrier of the People's Republic of China, have announced the finalization of an order for up to 24 787 Dreamliners with which the airline intends to contemporaneously expand its passenger and cargo operations. The deal includes firm orders for 16 787-9 aircraft, the longest-legged and best-selling model of Boeing's long-range 787 family, and options for 8 additional planes. The landmark purchase signals a détente between Boeing and the Chinese government, which has refused delivery of 737 MAX airliners built for Chinese air carriers. Frustrated FedEx pilots take to Wall Street. FedEx Express pilots held an informational picket in front of the New York Stock Exchange for purpose of expressing their collective frustration over the ongoing lack of an equitable labor contract. The pilots, represented by the Airline Pilots Association International, have been negotiating for a new contract since May 2021. FedEx ALPA Master Executive Council Chair Captain Chris Norman stated, quote, FedEx pilots are getting more frustrated every day that goes by without an agreement, end quote. NAA Honor Cheryl Stearns. The National Aeronautic Association is honoring skydiver Cheryl Stearns, D4020, and 5 other aviators with the prestigious Wesley L. McDonald Distinguished Stateswoman and Statesman of Aviation Award. The NAA bestows this award, quote, to honor outstanding living Americans who, by their efforts over an extended period of years, have made contributions of significant value to aeronautics and have reflected credit upon America and themselves, end quote. Criteria for recipients include being a U.S. citizen who has been involved in aeronautics for at least 25 years. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Lilium eVTOL achieves full transition. Lilium has announced that its Phoenix 2 eVTOL technology demonstrator aircraft achieved its first full transition from vertical thrust-powered flight to horizontal wing-borne aerodynamic flight. This was accomplished during a September 23rd test flight. The company currently holds provisional sales agreements for 483 aircraft. Lilium CEO Klaus Rova reported also that deposits had been taken on a limited edition executive version of the Lilium jet, which the company has begun to offer through private aviation powerhouse NetJets. Lilium engineers plan to add an additional technology demonstrator to the company's flight test program in preparation for the construction of the first type-conforming specimen of its 7-passenger eVTOL, which is slated to fly in 2024. Recent battery aging performance tests have shown that Lilium's target of over 800 recharge cycles with 80% capacity retention is attainable. The test data bodes well for the dispatch reliability and range of the company's future production aircraft. In the short term, Lilium is preparing for a design organization approval audit to be conducted by EASA during the first half of 2023. Type certification is now targeted for 2025. To date, Lilium has filed 69 patent applications germane to its eVTOL concept, of which the European Patent Office has published 42. And after these messages, number of airline transport pilots rising for 2022.
Unbridled passion, unequaled performance, unlimited possibilities.
Hartzell Aviation, you are cleared for takeoff.
Introducing Hartzell Aviation, leading general aviation companies united by the Hartzell guiding principle of built on honor. A commitment to uphold the highest standards in quality, performance, and support. Hartzell Propeller, Hartzell Engine Tech, Hartzell Aerospace Welding. We are Hartzell Aviation.
Now boarding at hartzellaviation.com.
Skyleader Aircraft offers a lineup of the most powerful, durable, and efficient light sport aircraft in the industry. From trainers to roomy cockpits for long hauls, Skyleader has an aircraft for you. And the best part? They're in your budget. Skyleader's base prices are set low to give you room to customize your aircraft to your needs, desires, and wallet, allowing you to put your money where it matters to you most. Visit flyskyleader.com today to learn about our aircraft, customization options, and chat with the team.
Are you tired of tucking your phone under your headset to make a call and having cords and adapters strewn about the cockpit? Experience wireless cell phone communications and your personal music with Pilot Communications BlueLink 2. BlueLink 2 gives you a wearable link to 2 Bluetooth-enabled devices at the same time and can even control your phone and music. Use BlueLink 2 with your existing headset or a Pilot Communications headset from pilot-usa.com.
Welcome back. Number of airline transport pilots rising for 2022. The pilot shortage may see a small respite of sorts as statisticians dig into FAA numbers to see that 9,087 freshly certified commercial airline pilots have been minted in the last 12 months, besting 2019 numbers by nearly 2,500 pilots. The Airline Pilots Association is happy to see the improvement, as Captain Joe DePete announced at the association's annual Air Safety Forum. The number of forecasted ATP MELs created could reach 10,000 new airline-ready pilots should the current trend hold. The numbers were underscored by a new advertising campaign from the association that seeks to inform the flying public about the, quote, airline's attempts to undermine pilot training and safety rules, end quote. Quote, since the passage of the Airline Safety and Federal Aviation Administration Extension Act of 2010 and the regulations that resulted, we have reduced airline passenger fatalities by 99.8%, Yet despite these life-saving results underpinned by data, some in the airline industry are attempting to distort the facts and manipulate the indisputable data about pilot supply. ALPA will oppose with its full weight these and any other efforts to evade, undermine, weaken, or repeal first officer qualification, experience, and training requirements, end quote, said DePete. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.